Here. Ethan Michael.
Here.
Mayor Davis, we have a quorum. Okay, this meeting is now called to order.
I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules to add an item to the agenda.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, just state what you'd like to add to the agenda.
I would like to add that we appoint Jonathan Long to fill in the remainder of Mike Chandler's seat in position 1 in Ward 2.
Second.
May I suggest that we move that up in the agenda to make it the first thing on the agenda?
Yes. Okay, there's a motion and a second for this to be the first thing that we vote on tonight. For Jonathan Long to be appointed to Ward 2, position 1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Welcome.
Mayor Davis, may we have Jonathan Long please come up here and sit down with me because I'm lonely.
Yes, we may. If you'll step forward, I will swear you in.
Okay.
And Judge Cassidy is regretful she could not be here tonight, but she said that I could, she said I was perfectly capable of doing it. And
Time to
and the
go work.
authority to be here tomorrow.
What?
Okay, do you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States? Do you swear to uphold the Constitution of the State of Arkansas?
I do.
Do you swear to uphold the responsibilities and roles of Ward 2 Alderman, position 1?
I do.
You're now welcome to City Council. You're now an Alderman from Ward 2, position 1.
Honor.
Thank you. I'd like to say that Jonathan Long is not new to city government. He's been serving for a number of years on the planning commission and has done a great job in that role. So he's been very close to a lot of the work that we're doing here in the city. He's an engineer. He's worked very closely with Mike, the person that he is replacing as well. So he is very well prepared to take this position, and we all welcome you and thank you, council, for appointing such a very qualified person to this seat.
Mayor, could I add one thing? When we speak, we have some people that have a difficult time hearing us. So could we all make a conscious effort to speak into our microphones where everyone can hear us?
Yes. Well, we're going to work really hard on that, Miss Emily.
May I ask Chris, will he have to sign the code of conduct along with the rest of us? Y'all make that available to him this week?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the minutes for June 28th, 2016 and the July 12th, 2016 special council meeting?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, do we have any presentations and announcements tonight? I have just a couple for you. I'll roll through them pretty quickly. I want to give a real shout out to our men in blue following the month that we have just had across this country. And I want to say thank you to all the citizens of Bryant and everybody that has reached out to them and shown them support. They have felt the support of this community, and I want to ask that everybody that's listening to this audio and that is here tonight to continue to do that and show up as we should. I'm very proud of this community, and you should be too, for the response in the recent lot of everything that's going on. Bryant has once again been awarded Tree City USA for the year 2015. They do it in the rears. I would like to encourage everyone to take the initiative to plant a tree or two every year. We will be working very diligently to replace a lot of the trees that we have lost here on this property and at Bishop Park over the next few years. Saturday, the Living Arts Festival was excellent. It was a very modest crowd, but the artists showed up, the food trucks were there, the performers were there, and it was an incredible event, and I look forward to that growing into a bigger event in the future. Dana and Spencer did an incredible job on it, so please give them a big shout out. The arts are a void in this community, not because there's not talent, but because we just need to put some effort in that area, and it has started, and we're getting support and from around the state even, and excitement for what just on the efforts being made towards it. So I'm very excited about that. Baseball state tournaments, anybody want to give an update on where we are on those right now? We've got a lot.
The,
We need most of it.
the 10-year-olds are going to a World Series. The 13-year-olds were tied 2-2 the last I heard, and I'm not sure how that came out. But we at least have 2 teams that are headed to, hopefully headed to World Series.
Excellent, excellent. I knew some of them were doing really well. They
And
always,
the American Legion, aren't they going as well?
They finished up second in the state.
But,
They had a fluke
but don't
place.
they get to go even second?
I think if they choose to do something, if Coach Hurt chooses to take them somewhere.
Good.
I use Coach lightly, Darren, if you listen to this, thank you.
Chief Jordan has been injured. He's going to be out for a while. He broke his leg in an accident. And so everybody send him a card, give him a call, send him a text, and encourage him. I just told him, find the silver lining, but as we all know, Chief Jordan, he is not one to want to be cooped up and taken care of by others, so that he is in a real pickle right now.
Did one of these little girls do it, or is
We'll let him tell the story.
Yeah, call him and find out. I've been appointed as with the Arkansas Municipal League as the Vice President to District 2. I'm very honored to be appointed to that position. It is an incredible learning opportunity for me, and so I look forward to serving in that position over the next year. Upcoming, we have a networking night at the airport. This is Thursday night from 5:30 to 7:30. Todd Rowe, the new Executive Director of the Chamber, has really pitched this to be a great event and one not to be missed by anybody. So this is something that he's one of the new things that he's bringing to the city, so look forward to seeing everybody out there Thursday night. Taste of Bryant is Thursday, August 11th from 6 to 8. To get your tickets from the chamber, they're $15 each. And early voting to keep Bryant moving begins August 2nd, and the election is August 9th. I would encourage everybody to use your phones, your text, your Facebook to reach out to everybody that you can, to encourage people to go vote in this election. The last election, we had a special election in Bryant. We had less than 1,200 people out of 9,000 voters show up and vote. So we want to encourage as many people as possible to vote in this next election. And that is all the announcements that I have. Are there any other announcements or presentations for tonight? Okay, I know Brandon Futch has a departmental report for the fire department.
Yes, Chief Jordan wanted me to give you an update. Back in May, I believe it was, the council approved for us to auction off 2 vehicles on GovDeals.com. The first vehicle was a 1989 International tanker. We ended up getting $14,407 for the tanker, which is way above what we expected to get. The next one was a 2001 Ford Excursion. We ended up getting $8,022 for that, so that ended up coming out real good. That's a total of $22,429. We hope to use the money to purchase new mattresses and everything for the house.
Very good.
Any questions?
Thank you. Good job on that. Any other departmental reports tonight? Public comments. If you have a public comment, step up to the podium. Limit your comments please to 3 minutes. State your name and your address. And if there are no public comments, we can move right on into old business. There's not any old business as I look down here. We're handling things quickly these days. New business. Joy, Finance Director, will present next.
3 minutes. Is that a motion made?
So, the first item on the list is your usual monthly report for ending June 2016. Does anybody have any questions?
I only have a statement on the 199 days on the cash reserves. I hope that we can talk about that when the budget workshops start, because we've got quite a bit of fire and police that will be ending up by the end of the year to be quite a bit, and hopefully we can use them in a good way or figure out how we're going to save for something excellent.
Sounds like a good plan. Anything else on that report?
So I have a motion to approve the 2016 June year-to-date city financial report.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have an audit report.
Yes, now the one that we've been waiting so long for, the water wastewater 2013 audit. You know, it was a difficult year, 2013, and it's taken a long time to get it. But it, it could have, the audit report itself could have been worse. So you can see the list of the items on the back. Does anybody have any one of those items that you want to discuss any further or any questions on the report?
Do we all understand now what the problem was in 2013, and we are rectifying those problems and posting everything?
Yes.
And reconciling all
Yes.
statements?
Including a stable finance director.
Thank you. So, yes, any other questions?
And the bonds, they're all complete except for one project, but where's,
Marker,
You want to speak to the last AMRC when it's open, what's left on it?
Not sure as to the exact balance.
I think it's about 485,000.
485,000. We've got the dewatering project that we're working on still. That's the last project that we have to complete.
With those two bonds, but we already are making payments, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know a time frame for it?
We'll start construction on that probably later this year, October, November timeframe. We've already got a lot of the equipment in the United States, a lot of it has been manufactured, built overseas and shipped over. So it's on its way. So, matter of fact, Chris will be in our VRC meeting Thursday this week. They'll talk about the project and then get the VRC.
And we discussed that with the water committee right before this.
Yep.
Any further discussion?
I have a motion to approve the 2013 water wastewater audit from Gaunt Firm.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is a resolution providing for the adoption of an amended budget for the city of Bryant for the 12-month period beginning January 1st, 2016 and ending December 31st, 2016.
Motion to approve. Second.
I have a question. On page 4, well, no, it's page 3. The transfer of funds from streets, $537,450.
Are you on the budget list or the report?
I am on the fund franchise fees. Fund 3.
Fund 3? Okay. Yes.
We didn't have that in the original.
Oh, that is actually part of the franchise fee bond stuff that we did earlier this year.
Okay.
So I couldn't actually do the budget until after that came to you guys and was approved, and so that's just me. Several of these entries are like that, actually.
So that's why it was not in the original
Yes,
budget?
Because it actually wasn't completed until 2 months ago.
Is that the same thing for the street on the next page, for the $2,033,000?
Yes, the 2 million and the 10, there's a 10 million.
10 million at the top.
10 million, all of those, the series, the 182, 185, 186, that whole series of activity has to do with that bond issuance. So those are the big entries, and if you notice that on the summary, they actually zero themselves out. Like if you notice on the summary page, because they're basically the only thing that was left is the effect of the 2 million that we got to do the construction for the on and off ramps. So
I
that's
thought it was
that
probably.
That's that 1.7, netted together. And then similarly on the revenue and the operating for 505.10, that's the transfer you've been asking me about for so long that I've been saying, well, I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to wait. I'm pulling it out, and I'm pulling it out in its entirety. More than likely, I will bring some amount of it back to you guys in the next few months, but we don't need it right now, so I'm just going to take the whole
So
thing.
the auditors are okay with that procedure?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, and then down at the very bottom, the transfer from the water, the $3 million, and the sewer sales, $3 million
Mhm.
on the operating?
That's it right there, and that totals, if you turn to the front page where it's summary, one goes one direction, one goes the other
Right.
direction, that's what those amounts are. So they zero out, basically. They're the transfer from one fund to the other.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. If there's not any further discussion or questions, we have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, next is an ordinance. This is to levy a tax, resolution 2016-21.
Mayor, could you explain to the new council members what this means?
Yes.
Exactly?
Council, this is an ordinance that is required by law that we vote on every year. There is a tax levy by you, the city council, by vote on real property and personal property for the city of Bryant. We have one of the lowest real property and personal property rates in the state of Arkansas, and we've been able to continue to keep this tax at the same level that that it's been at for a very, very long time. And so that is what this ordinance is for. And we just do this, we're doing it a month or two earlier than we normally do by law. It has to be completed, I think, around September, so.
It has to be submitted to the county by September. So to make sure that we have it done, so our meeting at the end of the month, we do it now, so that it has a 30-day period to get it to the county by September.
And if I may add, that's the reason our sales tax is sometimes viewed as higher than other areas. Because we, quite frankly, with our proximity to the interstate, we say thank you to people for giving us money and liberty. And then our citizens get to enjoy the event because they don't pay for it.
I heard recently that 30% of our sales tax is paid for by non-Bryant residents.
I think that's one of the things that we don't talk enough about when we look at this 1.9. I personally just, because I wanted to know, tried to research around us and in the state, and I know you said it's one of the lowest, but I haven't found one yet that is this rate or lower of a city of our size and that's growing. So I think that's one of the things as a city that we should remember as Alderman Rodell said, yes, we may have an additional half-cent sales tax, but our property tax and personal tax is extremely low.
And I'll say this also, the gentlemen and ladies that preceded us, it was their forethought to design it that way. And now the rest of us get to receive the fruits of their vision.
What's the average, Joy? Is it 4 point? Do you remember?
What's the what?
The average millage of the cities around us?
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
over.
Most of them are 5,
It is
4 to 5.
What I read, but what I found
Sarah,
interesting was some of the cities were celebrating that they could cut their tax by 0.25%, but we're still half of what that is. So we need to pat ourselves on the back and say we're doing what we can to, keep this, best we can.
And I think I stated that backwards, 70% is paid by non-Bryant residents, 30% is paid by Bryant residents.
Right. And as we add new exit ramps, that'll just increase, hopefully.
Okay, so we have first is an ordinance. Do I have a motion to put on first, second, and third reading by title only for an ordinance levying a tax on the real property?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the clerk will read the ordinance by title only.
An ordinance levying a tax on all real property in the city of Bryant, Saline County, Arkansas, for the purpose of provided by law.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
This will be a roll call vote.
Billingsley,
Yes.
Gladden, Henson,
Yes.
Rodell,
Yes.
Higginbotham,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Herminer,
Yes.
Passed. This will be ordinance 2016-13. Okay, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and put on first, second, and third reading by title only?
So moved.
Second.
Wait, go back.
Oh, excuse me.
oh, sorry.
Okay, roll call vote. We're going to do a redo on the roll call vote for item number 4.
She'd ask.
All she's got to do is call his name. I think it's Counselor.
Jonathan,
Yes.
Long.
Long, Jonathan Long.
Yes.
J-Lo.
It passed.
Okay, 2016-13 has been adopted by the City Council. Do I have a motion to put an ordinance levying a tax on personal property by first, second, and third reading by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Clerk, will you please read the ordinance by title only?
Yes, an ordinance levying a tax on all personal property in the city of Bryant, Saline County, Arkansas, for the purposes provided by the law.
Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Long,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Terminator,
Yes.
Gladden, Billingsley,
Yes.
Higginbotham,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rodale.
Yes, please.
Passed.
Ordinance 2016-14 has been adopted by the city council. Next is item number 6. This is an ordinance amending the comprehensive zoning. And Greg Hugs is going to be presenting on this.
Being County Electric brought this back in, there was some controversy over what his plan was in the beginning. He's taken out the storage units he was going to put in, and basically he's done what his neighbors around asked that he would be they would be happy with, since it is a commercial area in a residential district.
You have to hear something so quiet, you know. And I apologize.
Here, you can pass this one down, this is an extra copy. Sorry.
I'm taking care of my colleagues up here.
So were there any comments from the public hearing? Or were those resolved in advance?
Those were all resolved. Yes.
And the notices were remailed again for this particular
Yes.
PUD?
Everything's here in the file, I think.
So those notices were mailed out. And I had already asked Greg, and he looked up the PUD. We do not have to have the dimensions on the buildings, but there are 2 buildings only.
Yeah, it just
And
needs to show-
vegetation around, not fencing.
Yeah, you just need to show the intent, where the building's gonna be located, doesn't have to have square footage in the setbacks.
And I think he plans to do a new office building and a larger storage.
Warehouse shop.
facility.
Yeah.
Right,
But not,
but not storage building.
Yeah, no storage units.
Storage unit, RP units for the right.
And there is 50-foot setback around the property
Yeah.
to the residential.
Yeah, all the way around.
Who's the owner of this property? I forgot.
I'm sorry.
The owner of the property.
Rent.
Being County Electric.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay, if there's no other questions, do I have a motion to put on this ordinance on first, second, and third reading by title only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Clerk, will you please read the ordinance by title only?
An ordinance amending the comprehensive zoning ordinance of the city of Bryant to rezone certain properties from R2 single family to PUD planned unit development.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Is there a rush on this?
we kept him waiting for quite some time on this, because he's interested in the homes.
I'm just asking.
He's got his stand, he's been working with the city for about 30 months now.
I'm just asking.
I don't think he's requested emergency clause, but he won't do it.
And the neighbors are all good.
This meant all of them, yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Just asking.
Did I get a motion to adopt? Is there a second?
Second.
This will be a roll call vote.
Billingsley,
Yes.
Gladden, Henson,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Higginbotham,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Rodale,
Yes.
Carmenter,
Yes.
passed.
The ordinance 2016-15. Next up is Mark Graham, the Public Works Director. This is a resolution for a grant. This grant is the grant that we received for a walking path. We received for a walking path on Boswell Lane, and we have moved that because due to trees and setbacks, there's just not room to snake it through there and make it ADA compliant. So we have moved that to North 3rd Street, and this will connect, make a really nice walking pedestrian-friendly area from the high school over to Boone Road, with future plans for sidewalks down Boone Road. So we're giving access to the future heart of Bryant and Bishop Park from the school.
You have a, you have a picture?
Is there an estimate?
It's in the
Yeah,
How much this is gonna
the total
cost?
project is $112,500. It's reimbursable, 80%, so our piece of that would be $22,500.
Mark, does it impact anybody's property?
Not that I'm aware of, I haven't
It's
seen.
on the right of way.
Does it impact anybody's property?
No.
Okay.
We don't have like the actual site plan layout. This is for the application.
I'm just asking because that's going to come up later.
I haven't seen
The
it.
application of the grant, we received
Oh,
this
that's right,
grant
to use it for this.
because they accepted it with Boswell, and then we had to move it. So we have the grant.
Okay.
Oh, great.
But we also have the right of way to put this in.
Right.
There's a right
That's why
of way.
when we moved it, we picked that area.
Okay, that's my
because we
question.
have this.
Okay.
Yes, it is within the existing right of way.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to adopt?
I have a question. So if we're going to Boone, we gotta go down Elm. Not just 30.
For this grant, that's all.
Okay, so we're not going down Elm at all?
That's a different grant, so
Okay.
another TAP grant that's going out.
But
This
we are
one's just
connecting,
for
but
30.
we've got two grants that's gonna make the connection that I just described.
Yes.
There we go. That's what I mean.
This is one of the pieces of the puzzle.
Thank you.
There you go. Is there a motion to approve
Motion
this
to-
resolution?
Motion to adopt this resolution. No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I can tell that he got yelled at.
It was on the hardware. Could you do us, could you do me a favor, just for my benefit, could you send us a map of what, this is your whole platform, it's also another.
Resolution numbers.
Resolution number 22.
Please.
Not a problem at all, we'll leave that to you. Okay, Brandon Butch is back up. This is an ordinance to amend the burn ordinance for the city of Bryant. This is related to when we have unexpected storm events like we did the other night. We have a plethora of limbs down everywhere. It allows the fire department to give discretion, allow burning to be done for a very short period of time to address that. And it's just like we said before, this ordinance is gonna need to be massaged a little bit and amended every once in a while, and this is just the process of that.
Motion to approve.
Is this a motion to put on first, second, and third reading by title only?
Yes, please.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Is there a motion to adopt?
Wait.
An ordinance to amend ordinance number 2015-13 regarding the defining and limiting conditions for open burning within the limits of the city of Bryant.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
This will be a roll call vote.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Rodell,
Yes.
Permenter,
Yes.
Gladden, Billingsley,
Yes.
Higginbotham,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Henson,
Yes.
passed.
This is ordinance 2016-16. Next is a resolution to approve amendment to section 25 of the Bryant Fire Department General Rules and Regulations.
This is pretty much just for us to change the way we do our promotional testing. All it is, we're asking to change is the way we weight the test. We're pretty much doing away with the 10% record review. It's kind of takes some of the human element out of it. It makes it a little more fair because these guys are judged by 3 different battalion chiefs. So that way it's not split up like that. And it's based on their performance on the promotional exam and the written test.
Good.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? This will be resolution 2016-23. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank you for your work on the weekend. Have a good rest of the summer. School starts 3 weeks from yesterday.
Better, I want me to.
Boone Road
We are on schedule today.
That's a
Who made the schedule?
The school. So we're trying to complete it, that is our goal, and have it completed before school starts back. You good?
No, I'm good, I just had the last command, I just wanted to know. You're okay.
And if there's money left over, you're gonna go past Bishop onto Mount Carmel on Boone Road?
We'll have to see if there's money left over.
Okay, I'm just putting that out there. I keep hearing that over and over from Ward 4 residents and many others.
Who knows?
Okay,
Ward
thank you.
3's gonna get it all the way, right? Yes.
Let's see how much money we have to
Just saying, keep that in mind. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
I said a second. You said, I'm sorry.
I believe, somebody got council comments.
Oh, we are to.
We already did.
Yeah, we are.
I apologize. I second your motion.
You got hair in your collar.
It's Jonathan.
Oh, okay.